So, Chief Minister, you finally acted and removed these two people from their positions. Why is it taking so long?
The debate about preschool education obviously has been going on for several weeks now, and I have been very aware that there has been very strong opinions expressed within the Department of Education between the members and the Minister, and that actually, as you know, ended up with the resignation of one of the members because he felt he couldn't go along with the policy. Now, there's a long-standing rule going back many years for members of departments that this debate on policy development can be as fierce and partisan as they like behind closed doors. But once the decision has been taken as to what the way forward should be, it is expected that those members then will fall in behind the Minister. And you must remember that the Minister technically is the department. He has the last say on all policy matters. And again, that's been the case since the ministerial system was set up. So the debate has been long and fierce. We lost one member. The other two members, I know, were very uncomfortable with the way forward. But it all came to a head, obviously, this week with the debate in Tynwald, where the two members absented themselves from the chamber rather than speaking to the resolution and defending the Minister. So this position has been evolving over a few weeks. I have spoken to both Mr. Houghton and Mr. Hall before Easter, following a previous debate which took place in the House of Keys. I felt at this point, if we are going to maintain discipline across the whole of government during what is going to be an exceptionally difficult and challenging time for all of us, we have to put a marker down now that this sort of behaviour is unacceptable, and the members, if they felt so strongly about it, should have taken the honourable route by resigning with Mr. Butt and fighting from the floor of Tynwald. To
be quite clear, they didn't jump, they were pushed by you?
They didn't jump, no. I ended their relationship with education.
And they thought up to that point they could carry on?
I don't know what they thought. They knew full well what the guidelines were. Every new member gets a copy of those guidelines. They are fully versed of what's expected of them when they go into a department, and they know the risk by breaking those rules. It's very unfortunate because I'm sure the two of them have a positive contribution to make to government, but in this case, not only over the preschool education issue, but I think the personal relationships in the department had broken down to such an extent that as far as I could see, there was no possibility of those fences being mended, and that will impact on both policy development for the future and, of course, the relationship with the staff, who have had an extremely stressful period in the midst of this, and I can't allow that to continue any longer, so it's time for a change.
I mean, there's turmoil in the Department of Education, isn't there, really? I mean, you've got a minister there with no backing. Well, from his members.
That has been the case. I admit it's not been a happy relationship at all. It is somewhat surprising in one respect, in the sense that Mr. Hall is actually a member of the minister's own party, and felt that he couldn't support his minister on what is actually, as I understand it, party policy. But politics is politics. There has been a very fractious period in education. I've had to change the membership. There are two new members coming in now, Mr. Tony Wilde and Ewan Turner, who I hope will bring a period of calm back into the department again, to enable them to focus on what is an essential public service for the island, the welfare of the education of our children.
Mr. Wilde and Mr. Turner, I presume you did the interview with them and you made sure that they'd sign up on the dotted line to the policies that are in place.
They're going in with their eyes open. I've asked them specifically to try and calm things down, and I will be speaking to the Minister again as well to make sure this new relationship works. As I say, it's put senior officers in that department in an absolutely invidious position in the past. That has got to stop. We have to respect the staff and the input that they make, even if we don't necessarily agree with it. So I'm hoping the new relationship now between the Minister, the two new members and the senior officers of the department will be a far happier one than we've had perhaps over the last few months.